Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, that does not sound fun for all those trying to fly out this morning. And another round of wintry weather coming this week, guys.
Which might cause even more cancellations and delays. Hopefully not.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, with what you guys are kind of predicting, I'm not feeling too good about that one.
It looks pretty messy, I'd say.
Road and air travel, I think, both guys are going to be kind of dicey, especially once we get into after today and getting into the next couple of days. We're going to start with a look at what's happening now, and you can see we have some clouds and even some snow showers from the mountains that are being driven by those gusty west-northwest winds. It's more of an issue over kind of flooded portions of Kentucky where the snow showers are more persistent, but it is covering some of those colder road surfaces. The temperatures in the upper teens to near 20 degrees. The wind chill temperature in the mountains has been in the single digits more often than not, and occasionally drops below zero across Watauga County, getting into the Banner Elk area, feeling like low to mid 20s across much of the foothills as well, but not quite as bad. We still have a wind advisory in place, but just for the mountains. It was dropped for the foothills about 4:40 this morning. Gusts 25 to 45 miles per hour will be possible there, but they are showing signs of starting to relax a bit. Triad temperatures feeling more like mid 20s along that I-40 stretch between Forsyth and Alamance County this morning, feeling as cold as 20 in Martinsville too. It's predominantly sunny today. We got a couple of dry days, relatively decent days. Temperatures in the mid 40s this afternoon. Our normal high is 54, so we're falling a little short of the mark on a February afternoon, and get used to it because temperatures are not expected to get to average numbers at all this week. Not one day is in the 50s on your 7-day forecast. West-northwest winds at 10 to 15, so a little bit blustery, and with that chill in the air, it's going to feel more like 20s and 30s for much of the day. Similar situation from Mount Airy to North Wilkesboro. West-northwest winds at 10 to 20, highs in the mid-40s. Mountain highs just above freezing today, with persistent snow showers starting to relax as the winds begin to relax later on today. So here's the setup. We've got some relatively cold air in place, but not as cold as it's going to get. We've got some very cold air bottled up over Canada. It'll start to funnel in across the eastern U.S. It's what's helped driving the snow showers, especially just east of the Great Lakes. We'll have some energy beginning to move in out of the west. It's going to pick up some Gulf moisture and carry a storm along the Gulf Coast as it kind of intermingles with that cold air. And that's how cold it is. Winnipeg at 24 degrees below zero. That's 11 degrees warmer than it is in Regina at 35 below. Very cold air has settled into Fargo, and it's on the move, and will move through the Great Lakes and into the northeast. All the while that storm starts to brew over the next couple of days. The cold air is in place. Check it out for tomorrow morning at this time, or excuse me, Wednesday morning will be in the upper 20s. Just to our south, we're in the 30s and 40s. So we're certainly on the cold side of the low based on the track as it stands right now on this particular track. And that really increases the likelihood that we're going to see some wintry weather coming in as that storm begins to pass. The overall impact is still a little bit elusive. Let's bring in meteorologist Dylan Hudler on this. Dylan, we're feeling much better now about the timing of the storm, but the overall impact, we still got some tweaking to do, but this could be very impactful.
Yeah, it could, Brian, for sure. We think back to January, the storm we had last month. This could be just as impactful or maybe even more impactful than that system. You mentioned we are starting to get more confident about the timing and maybe the broad scope of what this system may look like. We can tell you with confidence now that a winter storm is likely to impact North Carolina on Wednesday. We also know that snow, sleet, and freezing rain will all be possible across parts of our area. And again, that could lead to some lasting impacts. So the timing, we've started to nail that down. It looks like this arrives Wednesday morning, continues through the day, and then finally starts to taper off sometime Wednesday night. It's kind of a one-day deal, mainly focused on Wednesday. As far as the precipitation type goes, we're starting to get maybe a bit of a clearer picture of what that may look like. The best chance for this staying all snow will be along and north of I-40, the northern half of our area. The farther south you go toward the southern Piedmont into the Sandhills, toward the coast and Raleigh, better chance you have of some sleet or freezing rain mixing in with this. But for most of our area, this could be a decent snowfall event. It's still a bit too early to talk about specific totals, but I think at least a couple inches of snow seems like a realistic bet across most of our area. Now, a couple things we will mention to keep in mind leading up to Wednesday is that travel will likely be difficult Wednesday and Thursday. We do expect some school closings and delays as this winter storm moves through, and those impacts could last into the weekend with some fairly cold air on the way behind it. Monday and Tuesday, nothing to worry about. It's chilly. We've got a mix of sun and clouds, but we're dry. Wednesday is that big weather impact day, and then we stay cold with lasting impacts into the weekend.